All right, so we're gonna start with the ball under the foot. So go ahead and grab your green ball. We're gonna stand and just roll out the bottom of the feet before we start moving. You're gonna start on that right foot. And for this one, we're just gonna take it right down the center of the arch. So I want you to think of just hitting like right where the ball of the foot is to the heel. So we're really on the arch of the foot, going right down the center line. And I want you to put pressure as you roll it back. Okay, so you put your weight down into your foot, move the ball back, then lightly pick it up and move it back to the front. Slide it back and back forward. So I'm gonna go right down the middle line. I want you to think of your foot like 3 lanes. Right now we're in the center lane of the foot. Then we're gonna take it to the arch. So now we're in that inside lane. You kind of have to just angle your foot slightly. It's a little bit challenging. You can always grab a seat or a handle if you need to hold on to something for your balance, like maybe on the chair. But get that arch. Try to, again, put your weight and move the ball back just to encourage more circulation back up the leg. And then we're going to take it to the pinky side of your foot. So now you're a little bit on that outer blade and that outer lane, just rolling it from front to back. Just give me like 3 or 4 more rolls here. Good, and then you're gonna set the ball of the foot on the ball and the heel of the foot on the floor. We're just gonna tick-tock the toes back and forth, okay? So just like a little metronome, you're just taking the foot from side to side with the heel planted. And I put enough pressure into the foot and the ball so that I feel like my toes curl around the ball, but not so much that it's causing any kind of pain or making you want to hold your breath. Okay, we're gonna go to the heel. So the toes are down, heels on, and again, just kind of back and forth. Ball's on the floor. The ball of the foot is on the floor. So the toes are on the floor now, they're the pivot point. And the heel of the foot is on the ball, and we're just kind of crunching back and forth. You might feel a little crunch, crunch, crunch. And that's just the fibrous tissue of the musculature of the ball. All right. Last little thing, we're just gonna scribble real light. Just kind of scribble all over the bottom of the foot. Doesn't have to be too much pressure here. Just kind of lighten it all up and turn it on and helping to move some of that lymphatic fluid around. All right, let's go ahead and switch. Now you're on the left foot. And again, we're just gonna take that ball and drive it right down the center lane of your foot. So I want you to think from the ball of your foot to your heel, going right down the middle. We're trying to do about maybe 60 to 70% of what you can handle as far as pressure, right? So we're not looking for 100%. I'm not looking for deep, intense pressure here or feeling like a deep tissue massage. I want you to try to feel like you're somewhere in between. All right, then we're gonna go to the arch of the foot. It should feel productive. It should feel like it's productive pressure. All right, so I'm staying on that inner line now, kind of angling my foot in to stay on the arch. And then we're gonna take it over the pinky side of the foot. Same idea, rolling it from pinky to heel. Give me just a couple more rolls. All right, and now we're gonna place the heel down on the floor. Just the ball of the foot's on the ball, and we're just gonna tick-tock the toes from side to side, like a windshield wiper. And then lastly, we're gonna put the heel on the ball, toes are on the floor, and we're just gonna swivel the heel from side to side. Now you're kind of right under that heel bone, so if that's bothersome, you can always move the ball a little bit forward towards the toe side of the foot, but stay on the heel. Like you can get a little bit in front of that bone if it feels pointy or uncomfortable. Good, last couple little back and forths. And then just that lymphatic drainage, just do a little bit of light circling around, scribbling on the bottom of the foot. Right, so just we're releasing from the bottom, which will just help put some slack on everything above it. So that way when we start moving, we've already got this system hydrated from the floor up. All right. We're gonna set this guy off to the side and come down to do our chest. So you can grab your block. I'm gonna have mine on the middle height, right? So if you can see, I'm like on the middle, long side of the block. I'm gonna take the green ball and place it on the corner of the block that's closest to me. And then I'm gonna come down, and I want the ball to be between my shoulder and my sternum, kind of right in front of the webbing of the armpit. It should feel like you're kind of having someone dive their fingers inside the front of your shoulder, going back towards the shoulder blade. So you'll just have to move your breast tissue out of the way if you've got a lot of breast flare, just so that you can feel like you're more on the pectoral muscle, which is just a little bit higher than the actual like breast tissue. So once you come here, just relax, think about letting the ball sink up towards the ribs, maybe even diving around the arm bone back towards the shoulder blade. And just give me maybe 5 breaths here. But I want real quality breath, okay? So if we're gonna sit here for a few breaths, I want you to really think about taking nice full inhales and exhales. Wake up the diaphragm, get the lungs working. Trying to teach the lungs and the diaphragm what their full capacity is so that they work at 100% throughout the day. Good, let's just take 2 more big breaths here. One more. And push yourself up. And we're gonna switch to the other arm. So remember, a big component of this is being able to relax. So scan your body. Try to make sure that once you come into this position that you're not gripping, or trying to use muscular energy here as much as you can. I want you to try to just relax and let the weight of your body sink onto the ball as the ball kind of gets drawn up into the muscle. So again, about 5 big breaths here. And if you're on something that feels like you're on a nerve, something that's sharp or zinging, or you feel like your fingers are falling asleep, or any sort of numbness is occurring, then just move the ball off to the side. You might just be compressing a blood vessel, opening a nerve. It should feel good. It should feel good in a way that feels, not like something you could fall asleep doing, but definitely something that feels like it's giving you some release. Let's get one more breath in. Good. Press yourself back up. You can slide that ball back into the hole of your block. And then we're going to use the whole block here. So turn the block so that the balls are facing away from you, just so they don't bother you. And it's going to be on the wide, so you're going to have it going parallel to the short end of your mat, right? So the wide side is going to go the same length as my mat, and I'm on the middle height. This is where we're going to do some extension work over the block to the upper back. So when we come down, I kind of hold the block with my thumbs, and then I rest my upper back on the edge of the block so that I can make sure it's not going anywhere. And then I'm going to reach my arms up, and I just am going to tap my shoulder blades onto the block so I know they're making some contact, but they can still move freely. They're not pinned. And then bringing the hands behind the head just to cradle the head, we're going to scoop the belly down towards the floor. Your knees can be bent. And I'm going to start with the elbows in towards my face. So I'm going to bring the elbows in close by. And then I'm going to let the upper back rest on the block. The head's going to go back. And maybe my shoulders can even start to feel like they're going over the block I'm going to keep that low back hammocking towards the floor. And then exhale, scoop and curl yourself up. So there's just a little bit of abdominal work here. You should feel like your belly turns on. Keep that low back hammocking towards the floor. Inhale. Inhale, take those elbows up the ceiling and back towards the wall behind you. And exhale, come back up. So if you feel like you're stuck, you might have to just adjust yourself on the block. But I want you to feel like each time you move your head and shoulders back, you're getting a little more movement. You're getting a little bit more length here in the front of the spine. Exhaling out. Let's get 2 more with the elbows in towards the face. Inhaling up and back. Exhaling, pull it up. Inhaling up and back. Exhaling, pull it in. Good. Elbows wide this time. Just 4 like this. Press your head back into the hands. Keep the elbows wide. Let the head and shoulders drop back. And again, I'm keeping my low back the same. Good. And exhale, come up. So as soon as you let go of your belly and your low back arches, then you'll feel like most of this back bend is coming through the low back. And I really want to try to isolate the upper back and the ribs. And 2 more. Good, last one. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. Go ahead and roll yourself all the way up to a seat. You can move that block out of the way. We're going to come onto the hands and knees. Get a couple of these arm circles here. Just make a nice big shoulder circles. Arms are going to stay straight. And I'm going to move those shoulder blades around on the back as much as I can. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse it. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So place your hands down flat if you're not already. Step your legs back to plank pose. And then from here, we're just going to take ourselves from plank back into downward facing dog. And then forward into plank. And back to downward facing dog. Just starting to wake up the core and the back of the body. Let's go for 5. Here's 4. 3. 2. 1. All the way back to down dog. Pedal the feet here. Drop one heel. Stretch it out. Switch it. Drop the other heel. Good. Now, you're going to stay back in your downward facing dog as you take the right leg up and back. And then we're going to exhale and step that right foot to the pinky side of that right hand. And then you're going to pick that right foot up and swing it back. So we're just going to come forward, tap that right foot or step it to the pinky side of the hand, pick it up, send it back. 5 more. Here's 5. Use your belly to pick that foot up and step it forward. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Step that right foot to meet the left leg up and back. Okay, here we go. Step that left foot forward to the outside of the pinky. And then pick it up, send it back. Step it forward, move it up and back. Good, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back. Step the left foot to meet the right. We're just going to walk the feet all the way forward towards your hands. Good. Once you come to the front of your mat, big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. Soften the knees. Inhale, flat back. Come all the way up to standing. Circle the arms up. And exhale the hands down in front of the heart. Okay, we're just going to pick up our heart rate a little bit here. So I want you to think of inhaling, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, sit your butt back like you're going to go into a chair. Come up into the chair. And then stand all the way up. So again, exhale, dive forward. Inhale, drop your butt, swing your arms up. Stand up, swing the arms down. Inhale, dive forward. Look forward, sit your butt back like you're in a chair. Stand all the way up. Inhale, arms up, dive forward. Butt back, sit in the chair. Stand at the top, circle the arms down, circle the arms up. Dive forward, bend the knees, butt goes back, arms come to the ears. Press to stand, circle the arms down. Arms back up. A couple more like this. Dive forward, butt down, arms up, press up, circle the arms down, back up. Dive forward, butt back, sit down in the chair, stand all the way up, circle the arms down, and up, dive forward, butt back, sit in the chair, press up, circle the arms. 3 more. 3, here's 2. Last round. Good, now you're just gonna stand up, take your arms up to your ears, sit back in your seat, swing the hands back. All the way up, all the way back with those hands. 9, just a squat, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to tap the floor with your fingertips, stand up. Tap the floor, reach them up. All the way down and up. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back in the chair, arms up, little pulses. So you're in a squat, pull your belly up away from your thighs, get your legs bent deep, try to bend at your ankles, get your hips back. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, hands come to your heart. You're gonna just tap your left foot out to the side of the mat, bring it back in. Tap your left foot out, bring it in. So I'm staying low in this chair, just moving that left leg. Here's 8, 7, just a little tap to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that left foot out. You can step the foot to the floor, lean yourself forward a little bit, and we're just doing little pulses on that right leg. You see I'm kind of this like side lunge. So left foot's on the floor, straight leg, right knee's bent. Little pulses into that right side. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. You're just gonna step that left foot back in, tap it back out. 1 more round. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay out there. Again, hinge forward a little bit. Bend that right hip, bend the right knee. Little pulses. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the left foot back in. Now we go to the right side. Right toes tap, bring them in. Right toe taps, bring it in. So I want you to feel like your left leg now is stabilizing. The knee is nicely bent, very deep, like you're sitting back in a chair. You're hinged forward slightly in the chest. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that right foot out. Little pulses on your left. Hinge forward so you don't feel this in the knee. I want you to get your butt way back. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold yourself low. Back to the taps. In, out. Watch that left knee is staying right over that second toe. Don't let it buckle in or out. Here we go for 10. Right? Or say 10. 9. Let's do more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Little pulses again. So slide that right foot out if you need to. Get your butt back. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that right foot back in. Turn yourself. Oh, I'll turn myself forward. Sit down in that chair. Arms come all the way up. Inhaling. Good. Stand all the way up. Bring your hands onto your low back. Can you turn your fingertips up towards the ceiling? Hug your elbows in. Heavy your tailbone and just lift your chest for a little upper back bend. Good. Then come all the way back up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Soften those knees if you need to. Get your hands down on either side of the feet. Inhale, extend your heart forward. Get a flat back here. Reach the crown of your head to the front of the room. And then place your hands down. Step back into your plank. All right, we're going to do some knee taps here to the elbow. Right knee taps the elbow. Left knee taps the elbow. Back and forth, side to side. You can stay at this pace. Or you can start to pick it up. Again, we're just trying to get that heart rate up here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs back to plank. Look forward. Lower the knees. Let's do our chaturanga push-ups. Here we go for 10. All the way down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the floor. So from here, we're going to try to interlace the hands behind you. Try to bring all your fingers in to wrap around each other. And then the palms are going to touch. Now your hands are resting on your hips. Elbows are going to lift up towards the ceiling. And then see if you can start to slide your hands towards your heels. They may not go all the way straight. Head and chest are lifted. Feet are pressing into the floor. And then see if you can start to just keep the elbows squeezing in as you lift the hands away from the hips. Your arms don't have to go straight. Just hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep lifting the hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place those hands down. Press yourself back, child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Check out your hand weights if they're not around. Just put them on the long side of your mat because we'll come into warrior 2 and some plies and we'll use those weights. Take one more big breath here. Good. All right, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, pedal the feet out here. Hopefully it feels a little bit easier to get those heels to drop towards the floor. All right, right leg's gonna go up and back. Exhale, bring it across to that left elbow. Give it a squeeze and a tap. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Step it in between the hands. Come all the way up, warrior 2. We're just gonna come right up into the side. Get that right knee pointing forward over that second toe. Lower your hips. Get yourself to a place you feel like your legs are working to support the upper body and you're not hanging out heavy in your pelvis, right? It should feel kind of light. All right, we're gonna grab those hand weights. From here, we're just gonna take those arms out to the T. We're gonna hold the arms out wide as we tip from the torso towards that right knee, and then we're just gonna come right back up. So I want you to think of like, I'm a little teapot, I'm tipping to the right, and then back up. Take your time. There should be some lengthening on the left side, as well as some work. Bend into that right knee. Here's 7, 6, get low, 5, feel supported in your core. I don't want your back to hurt doing this. 4, where you feel like your tailbone's heavy, and you're zipping that pubic bone up towards your belly button. Pulling your belly button back through your spine. All right, last one, we're gonna hold it. Hold this hover. Left arm can come to the hip. You're in this side angle, and I just want that right arm to come up and down. Thumbs pointing up to the ceiling. You're just lifting and lowering the arm to reach it forward. Bend that right knee. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that right arm up. Look forward. We're going to slide this left leg in, coming into this half moon where we're just hovering that left leg. Now, can you keep that right arm reaching forward? Thumb turned up to the ceiling. Give me one more breath here. Now, let the right arm lower to the floor. And now this left arm is going to go up to the ceiling. Just holding this big T in the arms. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide yourself back, and we're gonna step into our plie. So turn your heels in, toes out, and then slide yourself down into this nice wide leg stance. Now, if your hips are real tight, you can kind of hinge forward a little bit, but I wanna really watch that your knees and toes are going the same direction. Some of us have the ability to turn the toes way back, and then the knees going forward and the toes are going backwards. So try to make sure that the knee and the toe are at the same angle. All right, we're gonna sit down in our low plie here, palms face the floor, and we're just gonna take those arms up and down. Both arms come up and down. You can pulse the hips down a little bit and up if you want to take those hips with you. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low. Bend the elbows, and we're gonna punch from side to side. Right arm punches to the left, pull it in. Left arm punches to the right, pull it back. Here's 9, 9. I'm not moving my hips. 8, 8. I'm moving from my ribs and my shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Good job. Okay, hold those knuckles together. Just bring the arms up to that, like you're making a circle, and I want you to bring them up to shoulder height. Now, if you need to walk your feet in a little bit, go ahead. You're gonna bring all your weight to the left foot, and we're gonna come up and take that right leg up, and then come back down. So it's this little kick out to the side, back to the plie. Kick out, plie. So watch your knees, and try to take your time. I'm just holding the arms. If the arms become too much, put the weights down. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, just channeling our inner ballerina. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide down. Here we go to the left. We're going to change the arms. So now we're going to be palms face up, And we're just gonna hold the arms out, left leg up, down, left, down. Here's 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here in your plie. Last round. Open the arms, close the arms. Palms face up, get low. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, get a little lower, 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. Place those hands down, turn your toes in towards each other, and just fold over your legs in the straddle position. Stretch out the back of the legs. You can walk your hands back towards your heels. Just slow down your breath. One more. Good. Turn all 10 toes to the front of the mat. Place your hand on either side of that right foot and step it back to plank. We're just going to open side to side for side plank. So you're going to lift that right arm, turn to your right, come back through center, pick up your left arm, turn to the left. Just 5. Here's 4. 3, 2, last round, 1, and 1. Look forward, take your knees to the floor, walk your hands out for those 10 push-ups. From your knees to the top of your head, move your whole body like a plank. If you want to go on your toes, you can do these on your toes. Let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the floor. Belly on the ground. Toss the feet on the floor. We're going to reach back, interlace the palms, pick the elbows up away from the ground, and start to lengthen those hands back and lift the arms up. Holding here. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hands down. Press back, child's pose. Take 2 big breaths here. All right, we're going to do the other side. Tuck the toes, pick up the hips. Left leg inhales up and back. Bring it to that right elbow. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Step the foot between the hands and come up, warrior 2. You're going to grab for those hand weights. I've got a little helper. All right, so bend the left knee nice and deep. Knee goes over that second toe. All right, we're going to take those arms out to a T now. And this time the palms are going to face up. Okay, really heavy up your tailbone here to support you. Here's that dipping to the left, taking that left arm down by your left knee, and then coming back up. So essentially I'm not moving my arms, I'm moving from my torso, and subsequently the arms go with me. I'm trying to challenge my core a little bit here, but I also want you to take your time so you're not feeling this jarring, jerking action in the spine. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Right hand to the hip. Thumb of the left arm is going to point away from you as you take that arm up and down. So now my left arm is reaching forward with that thumb pointing up.
Your thumb is reaching to 10.
Yep. Here we go for 7, 6, bend into that left knee, get it nice and low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna slide that left or that right foot in enough that you can take flight and come into this half moon here, holding that left arm up. Maybe just 3, 2, 1. Now that left arm goes down to this floor. Right arm punches up to the ceiling. Again, we're just going to hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back into the plie. Okay, so now we're back into this plie position. Bend the knees nice and wide. Palms are going to face each other as you bring the arms up. Take the arms wide. And now we're just pushing the knees and the hands back behind you. Little presses back. Widening the knees, squeezing the shoulder blades together. If you need to hinge forward a little bit, you can. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. You can even do a little pulse 6 where you go low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and just take those pinkies towards each other and then those thumbs up to each other. Make it a nice big rainbow with the arms. If you want to move those hips down and up a little bit, you can as well. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Left elbow comes to your left ribs. Right arm's gonna punch and reach over and come back upright. So I'm side bending to the left, holding that left arm in by my ribs, punching the right arm over my ear. Get low. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Right elbow into the right ribs, left arm over the ear. 10, 9, 8. Almost there, guys. Got one more move. 7, 6. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs at the shoulders. We're just going to go up on the toes as you punch the hands up, lower the heels. Lift the heels, hands go up, lower the heels. Get your butt low, stay low in that squat, that plie. Here's 8, 7, yes, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work, guys. Go ahead and just straighten your legs, turn all 10 toes forward. Bring your hands down to the floor, fold over the legs. Walk yourself around to the front of your mat. Step yourself back into your plank, holding here, looking forward. Good, last one all the way to the floor. Let's see if we can chaturanga on our toes. So those elbows squeeze in, they point behind you. You're gonna lower down slow all the way to the belly. Let's stretch the chest. So take that left arm out at a diagonal from the body. Elbow can be bent or arm can be straight. And you're gonna roll onto that left side, feel the stretch in your chest, giving 2 big breaths. One more big breath. Good. Roll all the way through center to the right. Right arm goes out on that angle. Roll onto that right side. Keep some pressure in your palm. So you press down to lift the shoulder away from the floor and stretch. Give me 2 big breaths. 1. Good. Roll back through center. Press back to your knees. Just go ahead and swing your legs around. Coming onto your seat. I'll just do a little bit of abs, and then I want to stretch for just a moment. So from here, we're just going to take the arms forward, tuck your tail underneath you, and roll yourself back to a place you can maintain. If you need a ball, you can always place that between the back and the floor. All right, from here, we're just going to lift and tap alternating legs. So right foot, left foot. I'm keeping the scoop, and I'm just going to lift and tap. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet stay down. Now those arms come up, circle around, and reach forward. Up, around, and forward. Can you try to keep that nice scoop in the low belly in the back? It's going to stay still. Find a place that challenges your belly. Squeeze your thighs together. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands reach forward, little lean back, and halfway up. Back, halfway up. Little pulses. Each time I push my tail underneath. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last thing. Left elbow pulls back, twist left, center. Right elbow pulls back, twist right, center. Let's go 9, 8. Here's 8, 7. Lean your head back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one on each side. 1 and 1. Good job. Roll it up. Whew, okay. So we're going to take a wide straddle, right? Think of like being in this nice big wide V, and then bring your left foot to the right inner seam of your pants. Okay, so left foot, right inner seam of the pants. And first just walk your hands forward in front of you and hinge at the hip. Keep the right toes pointed up to the ceiling. And you can walk yourself as far forward as you feel like it's a productive stretch there in the inner thigh. Just a couple of breaths. Okay, walk yourself up, and now you're going to rotate your spine towards that right leg and walk yourself out over the thigh. So now it feels like your belly button is trying to point at the right thigh. You can use that left hand and grab for the outer edge of your right shin or ankle or maybe even the foot. And you can use that arm to help kind of pull you forward. Again, I want that left sit bone to be really anchored so that you can rotate yourself and feel this stretch up that lateral line. Maybe just 1 or 2 more big breaths here. All right, walk it up. Let's switch sides. Left leg goes out, right foot comes to the inner seam. Fold yourself forward. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Walk yourself in, and now just rotate yourself over that left leg, belly towards that left thigh, walk yourself out, and now take that right hand and maybe grab for the shin, the ankle, or the outer edge of that left foot. So I'm grabbing for the outside of that leg so that I can slightly side bend as I fold over the left leg. So again, hopefully you feel some of this up that right side as well with the ribs. Take a big breath in. Now, 1 more big breath in. And out. Good job. Come back up. And you guys are done.
Great work.